we are down at the MCA grounds for this second semi-final between CDB-A and Fairfirst Insurance in this 10th SINGER-MCA Super Premier League T20 tournament for 2025. So this is the game CDB versus Fairfirst, and let me just run through what happened yesterday in the first semi-final. It was against Haleys and Melbourne Biscuits. Melbourne Biscuits are winning were asked to bat first. Was all out for 122 in 19.4 overs, and Haley is running away winners, getting to 128 for 4 in 16.4, winning by 6 wickets and making it to the finals. And now we have Rajiva Veerasinghe down at the pitch. Let's have a look what he has to say about that pitch.
Beautiful morning here at MCA grounds. It's the second semi-final between CDB and Fairfirst Insurance. It's a T20 encounter, the 10th edition, and the surrounding outfield looks a bit of heavy grass around, but I reckon that it'll settle down with the sun popping out. Sky looks good, all set up. There's a bit of hinge of overnight rain. So getting back to this surface, I think it's a used wicket. It looks for me it's gonna be very dusty, and there are a few cracks around, but I reckon this is gonna be spinning a lot, and both sides have plenty of good spinners, and the spinners will come into play from ball number 1 for sure. But I reckon that the skippers winning the toss probably will bowl first and restrict the team. When the sun settles down, they might chase it.
Thank you, Rajiva. Yeah, we saw Rajiva down there saying it's a used wicket, and most probably there will be turn on this track. You can see the background. Sun is out, and we got the 2 skippers and the match referee with Rajiva Veerasinghe for the toss.
We are all set for the second semi-final toss. I have Modita Rantunga, Fairfirst skipper, Sonal Dinusha, CDB skipper, and the match referee today will be Mr. Chandana Mahesh. Modita, you have the coin. You can flip it. Tails is the call, and it's a heads. So Modita, you want the toss. What are you going to do?
We'll go to bowl first.
Any particular reason to bowl first on this surface?
So looking at the wicket, and we need a total to chase off, so we are planning that.
What sort of a target you want to chase, and what sort of score that you want to restrict CDB?
Something around 145 to 155 would be a good score.
All right, good luck for the game. So now you lost the toss. What were you going to do, even if you win?
We were to bowl first, but I think if we can get a 150 plus, it will be a good score for chase.
Side, full strength side. Any changes coming in?
A lot of changes. I think 5 changes. Yeah.
So all set for this knockout to have an important game. You lost the first match, and then coming into this tournament, you have star-studded side. So all set, is it? What sort of a target that you want to set? Fairfirst Insurance.
Yeah, as I said, I think 150 it will be good to score. Yeah.
Good luck for the game. So the news from the centre is that Fairfirst won the toss, and they will have a bowl first.
Thank you, Rajiva. So there we heard it from the man in the middle. So we'll look at the team cards. CDB-A, Sonal Dinusha, Siobhan Daniel, Tharindu Ratnayaka, Lasit Aberatna, Navindu Prabhash, Isita Vijay Sundar, Nipun Dhananjay, Movin Subasinghe, Modita Lakshan, Pawanta Veerasinghe, and Pulindu Pereira. Whereas Fairfirst, Modita Rantunga, Anuk Fernando, Dilum Sudhir, Kaviru Seneas, Gayana Veerasinghe, Nimesh Vimuktis, Senith Harambage, Tanuka Dabare, Swan Dilivera, Dinura Kalopana, and Imtiaz Rasa. So Fairfirst basically playing a full side, but CDB missing a couple of players in that lineup. The main players in the Sri Lankan side, like Avishka Fernando and Dunit Velarage missing from that lineup. Sun is out, so we get a game. Start was slightly delayed for 15 minutes. So I can see the players walking in. All very good friends, most of them playing for various clubs together. Now coming to play the Mercantile against each other. You can see on your picture. This is how interesting it is. When you're out there, you play it hard, but all friends. Let me give you the people in charge of this game. The on-field umpires Chaturan Sanjeev and Chandrika Amara Singer, and match referee Mr. Chandana Mahesh. The scorers for today, Fazal Mohammed and Chintaka Munasinghe will be helping us with the scores. So immediately see some spin. It will be Halambage to operate from the scoreboard end. It's the one slip. Got a point, covers, extra covers, and a long off. Interesting to see. They'll get turned straight away. New ball. It'll be hard. First ball underway. Again, it's two left-handers doing the opening. Pulling the pair and Chevon Daniel for CDB. Still not seen anything turned. A good diving stopper in the covers. First runs on the board for CDB. Pulling the pair off the mark. It will be Chevon Daniel now to take strike. Two left-handers and right arm off spinner operating. Daniel known to be an aggressor by nature. That's just down the leg side, clipped away off his pads. But just the one run, the skipper Ranatunga retrieving. So both batsmen off the mark. Daniel off the mark in the first delivery. That's 2 for no loss. The ball coming in with the arm. Trying to work it away. Still we've not seen any major turn. Ball is new. Maybe after the ball gets a bit old. Let's see the ball stopping a bit on the pitch. It's a used track. Again, targeting of the pads. Giving away another single. Well, I'm happy to let the batsman get the singles. Bowled 2 dot balls and 3 singles so far. Once again on the pads, and Daniel works it away for another single. So that's the end of the first over. CDB have moved on to 4 for no loss. Both batsmen on 2 each. That's interesting batting lineup on the Veera Singh due to come in next. Nipun Dhananjay is there. Sure, Sonal Dinusha might come up the order where he's slotted at the moment. Gayana Veera Singh, the new bowler. I've been pretty impressed with this young guy. Boy, best of 6 for 35. He's not express pace, but he uses it. The way he bowls a lot of slow balls, bowls some cutters. There we see again, and always tries to bowl wicket to wicket, just there and thereabouts. So Daniel letting that go. Just the ability to bowl that off cutter. So far just holding the ball with the fingers close together. Just trying to get the ball to move. So they can get anything, any movement in the air. This time Daniel trying to go over the top. This is what Veera Singh is good at, deceiving the batsman. Not a lot of pace. You can see the wicketkeeper standing up, not letting the batsman leave his crease, because normally Daniel would like to bat outside the crease. The ball is not coming on. There again you can see again that was close to the stumps. So this is the problem with the wicketkeeper up to the stumps. Daniel has to be inside his crease, so it's not easy for him. You can see he's playing the shot too early, ball not coming on. 2 false strokes. Another dot ball, so 5 dot balls. You don't see Shevon Daniel playing 5 dot balls most of the time. The big shots coming. We saw 2 big shots, missed it completely. Just taking the ball away from the left-hander a very little bit. And that's the third one that is trying to go off. Brilliant bowling by Veera Singh. A maiden to start off, and that has brought pressure onto CDB. End of the second over, and it's 4 for none. There we see that again. Again playing outside the line of the ball. That time he played for the ball that was going away, but the ball didn't go as much as he wanted. And he's looking for that gap on the leg side. This is a brilliant bowling by Guyana. We will see some shots with Daniel. Generally, you wouldn't see a 25 strike rate when he is out there. This time Pulindu gets a single. Also trying to go for a big shot. Looking at going over the infield. But you need to first get a measure of the pitch, the pace of the pitch, what pace it's coming. Daniel on strike now. Makes room, goes in there. And that's out of here. That's the first maximum, the first boundary, the first 6 of this innings, and the first 6 for Shevon Daniel. See that, making room, going, moving to the leg, the bowler following him. But Daniel getting the maximum. This might give him a bit of confidence. This was what he was looking at in that previous over. That one again makes room and pulls it. The crowd field a bit heavy. You won't see the ball going along the ground. You saw that once it bounces, it slows down. The rain that was there last week. This time Pulindu going over the top on the off. Oh, that lucky. That fielder slipped, but the ball also stayed in. The grass not been cut, So boundaries will be hard to come by. There we see again. That was tossed up. Didn't get full what he wanted. Oh, that was could have been a nasty injury. Was lucky enough. So anything along the ground, the batsman will have to make sure they run. If not, they'll have to clear the boundary. So again, Pulindu going for a while. He doesn't make contact but manages to get it to that deep mid-wicket fielder for a single. And after 3 overs, it's 15 for no loss. So interestingly, Kanavira Singer will be bowling this time to the other left-hander, Pulindu Pereira. What will he do? It will be interesting to see whether they can give him a single and get Daniel on strike, because Daniel had 3 false strokes in that previous over. Didn't connect any. I'm going for a quick single. Those are the first runs of Kanavira Singer in his 7th delivery. Daniel looks for a big one, doesn't make contact properly, gets an edge, flies over the short third man region just for another run. This is what I knew. Daniel trying to take on Kanavira Singer. You have to be careful. Ball not coming onto the bat as you like. Then has moved on to 10. Again, Pulindu trying to go for that pull. Just another run. Apart from that one big 6 from Daniel, it has been all singles. This has been good bowling by Fairfirst. Again, Daniel goes over the top. This time, maybe just a one bounce into the fence for 4. That might bring some confidence trying to see making room for himself. Kind of following him in line with the stumps, but over that fielder's head. Couple of bounces into the fence. Daniel has moved on to 14 of 12. That's how you would normally see a Chevron Daniel if he's batting. Always runs will be more than the balls he faces. Makes room again. This time swings it down the leg side. You can see ball again slowing down the field. Has enough time to get around. 2 runs to Daniel. So runs coming in this over. 9 runs so far in this second over of Kanavira Singer. On a brilliant first over maiden. This time Daniel goes again. Goes big, but we did slow down. Oh, that was a bit of sloppiness by the fielder there. Should have pulled that in, but the ball just crept over. So another boundary to end the 4th over. And suddenly, a very expensive over. There we see that Daniel making room, going over the top. Thought that fielder had it covered and was getting to it, but just couldn't bend enough to get the hands on that. A little bit of water in that area. You can see the way the fielders are running. 4 overs done. It's 28 for no loss. Daniel on 20 and Pulindu on 8. New bowler Imtiaz Slasa. Coming on. You can see 4 for 39 as his best economy on the expensive side. He has the tendency to flight the ball just to buy his wickets. This time, misfield again, ball pitching and turning off that grass. But should have been a dot ball, ends up with a single. Sasa to Daniel. Daniel making room. This time cutting it outside the off stump. Ball running towards the boundary. Yes, just makes it to the fence. Daniel now dealing in boundaries. That's the way he likes to bat. Made room. This time went on the offside. You can see the ball slowing down. Look at that. There's lots of us there. But just had enough pace to reach that boundary. This time a quick single. That's good cricket after that boundary. He had ideas of maybe giving it a thump, but then slowed it down and look for that single. Daniel on 25 of 16. Pulling the 1-9. Them stars are getting a little bit of turn, but going over the top. And he gets it over the ropes for 6. Oh, it's a boundary. Sorry. There was a couple of bounces into the fence, maybe. The boundaries are 38. The score has moved on to for no loss. 10 runs so far from Mustasa's first over. Goes for a big heave. No run. Polindo still looking at swinging hard. Again going on the back foot and pulling it. That's one back for 2. And that's the end of the 5th over. Imtiaz Raza going for 12 in his first, and it's 40 after 5 for no loss.
So 5 overs done. CDB 40 for no loss. A very good start on this surface with its ball not coming onto the bat. Slight hold up on the surface. But Siobhan Daniel, he's on charge. He's on 25, just 16 balls. Again trying to make some room. Flat batted shot down the ground to long on. So these two batters have rescued for a certain time frame the first 5 overs where I thought that it might get more turn, but they have done a very, very good job. Again a flat batted shot straight to the fielder. Guyana Virasinghe gets away with it, trying to bowl into the surface, not giving much pace with his off cutters. They need to restrict somehow to a score that which is 150 will be ideal to chase down. When the sun settles down, the wicket might come handy with the batting. That's a nice heave. That's out of here. That's another 6. Now Pulitha Perera makes a charge. He's getting into that acceleration mode. That's an off cutter, pace off. Picked it up early and then sails it over long on. It's a brilliant shot. Well, the youngsters have done a tremendous job despite the seniors are back in the national squad. They have some practice games going on at Hambantota. Again, a nice save towards the leg side, just a single. Preparation going on for the Pakistan tour. So some of the players like Avishka Fernando, probably Lahirudara, and then Dunit Lalage missing out this all-important game. So two fielders on the leg side because Siobhan Daniel loves to go, especially towards mid-wicket, but this time he goes over. That's another 6, brings the 50-run mark for CDB. That's an impressive, it's an impressive start. Look at this, making room, the front foot on towards the leg side. Lovely shot, a lovely bat swing. And the score moves to 54 inside the power play without losing a wicket. Well, turning out to be an eventful power play. These two batters, gets an inside edge. Was lucky there. 15 runs coming off that over from Gayana Veerasinghe. He bowled a maiden, but now he's a little expensive, touch too expensive. 6 done. CDB 55 for no loss. So 55 runs coming in the power play without losing a wicket. What an impressive start for CDB. Siobhan Daniel and Pulindu Pereira, they were struggling. They were just 4 runs in the first 2 overs. So they've got 51 in the next 4 overs. That's the acceleration they have pedaled in. Once Siobhan Daniel started, Pulindu Pereira followed him. And right now, Siobhan Daniel, he's on 33. A couple of sixes, and Pulindu Pereira also chipping in with a 6 and boundaries. And Imitiaz Laza will continue from the scoreboard end. And that's what I was talking about. Slight hold up the moment that he tossed the ball up. I'm really surprised that there's no spin still. The ball is holding up. It's not coming onto the bat. But the spin is a little minimal, probably because trying to bowl a little quicker, probably bowling a little fuller to the batters. There you go, that's high up in the air. There's a fielder. Yes, indeed. Easy catch. He kept it a little in his hand, bowling a little slower into the surface, making that ball get some turn. There's a hold up. And Siobhan Daniel going for the flow, going for a big shot, getting that top edge, and a very, very good ball from Imitiaz Laza. And a comfortable catch into the blue skies. Gayana Veerasinghe. Siobhan Daniel departs for 33, and CDB 55 for 1. So left-hander being replaced by another left-hander. Pawanta Veerasinghe, the number 3 batter.
Pavantha Veerasinghe, 72 games, 2,000 plus runs. Look at the highest score, 226. Nicely bowled. That's what I'm talking about. That is proper off-spin bowling. Making that ball turn a bit. Bowling a little slower. Making the ball, giving that ball to move, making room to get that spin. Yeah, indeed. That's what he's doing. He's bowling a little slower and slower. He's off the mark. So Imitiaz Laza gave 12 runs in his very first over inside the power play. Coming back into this game very sharply in his second over. Picking up that crucial wicket. The breakthrough that they were much needed. Off the hard-hitting striker, the aggressive batter Siobhan Daniel was out a couple of balls ago for just 33 runs. Probably this is the time frame that Fairfirst could come into the game. Again making some room. Got the outside edge. Dot ball. Very, very good over. Just a single and a wicket-taking breakthrough over. 7 done. CDB 56 for 1. So Thanuka Dabare into the attack. He could be very deadly on this surface. He's a very good spinner, especially with the white ball format. 49 games, 60 wickets, 5 for 46, best bowling. He's a very, very handy all-rounder. Opens the batting for Fairfirst. He has plenty of weaponry. Plenty of options. Yeah, getting that turn. Nicely flicked into the gap. That's a nice shot. For a moment, I thought it would have gone just for a single. But what timing is that from Pavantha? It was slightly short. Whipped away nicely into that gap. In this heavy outfield, I'm really surprised that was traveling. Diving effort gone in vain. That's his first boundary. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Never read that. Definitely he never read it. That ball took off sharply. I think it's the off spinner. He bowls that flickers. Swept nicely. Straight to the fielder, but misfield. Lucky. Pavantha Veerasinghe is a very, very good aggressive batter. Attempt for a switch hit straight to the fielder. He wanted to go behind square. But that was struck nice and firmly straight to gone front of square. And that's what he was trying in the previous ball. Just a single. This is a surface that you need to play through the line. You cannot go for cross-batted shot and play across the line because the ball is not coming onto the bat. So that's why Polydipera going for a switch hit. Again, a lovely ball. Just cut away for a single. Just 7 runs coming off it from Thanukatabare's first over. 8 done. CDB 63 for 1. So current run rate 7.88. They were going very, very good. 55 runs coming off in the first power play without losing a wicket. But after that fall of wicket, the run flow, Siobhan Daniel is very aggressive. So 72 games, 2,000 plus runs. Like I mentioned, 226 is his highest score. He's a very, very good batter. Nimesh Vimukti into the attack. So 2 left-handers in place. Modita Ranatunga bringing him in a very crucial time. That could be a wide, not the ideal start. But he's a bowler that who can get breakthroughs. Nimesh Vimukti making that gamble, introducing while there are 2 left-handed batters out there in the center. Again on towards the pads. Gets a quick single. He's a fraction short today. Nimesh Vimukti probably doesn't want to toss the ball up. Afraid that the batters might go and target towards that slog sweep, towards the mid-wicket. So probably that's why he's bowling a little short, but he's getting some spin. Interesting to see if there's a right-handed batter, he could trouble them. He's a very sharp turner, Nimesh Vimukti. Well, got the outside edge. Well, that could be very interesting if it was a direct hit. Yeah, that's a carom ball. Going for a big shot, and then I think it was Modita Ranatunga. Well, he's safely home. That's good running. Very good running from Pavanta. So on this short boundary outfield here at MCA grounds, probably like I mentioned at the toss, the 2 skippers, they are comfortable to be around 150 run mark. Flat batted over the bowler's head. That was a short delivery. He was waiting for it. Polydipera is making charge. There you see initial movement towards the offside. He was waiting for a short ball. And Nimesh Vimukti drops it very short from the start of this over. He's trying to bowl those short balls. It's a quicker one, just a single though. It's an expensive over. 9 runs coming so far with 1 ball to go. They are off to a very good start, CDB. Almost half of the innings. So with 9 wickets in hand. Again a short ball outside the off stump. Well, 10 runs coming off it. Not the ideal start for Nimesh Vimukti. 9 done. CDB 73 for 1. So Dabre will continue. Play it down the ground. Just a single. I was really surprised on this surface. Yeah, that's the previous delivery. Played very uppishly. Almost took the umpire. Nice shot down the ground. On the offside. Dilip Sudhira, we haven't seen him bowling so far yet. It's another very good bowler. Because the two left-handed batters out there, Modita Ranatunga is struggling to introduce his left-arm spinners. With Sonny Mushimamukti bowling his very first over. Gave away 10 runs. That's nicely swept. Very fine. Just a single though. So Thanuka Dabari holds a very key role in this game when he's batting. But right now, he needs to grab a quick 2 wickets to get back his side into this game, because right now CDB, they're very good. Almost 80 runs in the first half of this innings. They kept the fraction low. The batters crossed for another single. In fact, it's a dot ball. Swept straight to the fielder. That's front of square, Nimesh Vimukti. So 10 done. CDB 77 for 1.
So after 10 overs, it's 77 for 1. CDB after being put into bat by the Fairfirst skipper. Modita Ranatunga. So the only man to be dismissed was Sivan Daniel. Caught Ghana Veerasinghe ball. Imtiaz stars of 33 of 21 deliveries. He had 3 fours and 2 sixes. Strike rate of 157. So it's Pavanta Veerasinghe. So on 12 of 14 and Pulindu Perra 31 of 25. It's Senitha Halambage. 2 overs bowled earlier, went for 15. And ideally, CDB will be looking. Again, goes over the top. A few bit of bounces. It bounces into the boundary. So straight away, Halambage under pressure. Pulindu Perra making room, going over the top of that short extra cover. Or running into the boundary. Outfield very slow. Grass not been cut, I think because of the rain, they've not been able to get that cut out. It's much better from Halambage, targeting the stumps. This time makes room, goes over the top again. This time, same area, just one bounce into the fence. Pulindu Perra likes that area. Keeps scoring a lot of runs over that extra cover region. Short extra cover region there again. Get the bounce. Just the 2 bounces into the fence. Moved on to 39 of 28. Started off a bit slow. Now getting a move on. And immediately 8 runs of 3 deliveries. The toss we saw even CDB skipper Sonal Dinusha said he wanted to field first. Because you know the ground is heavy. But there won't be much of a difference with the outfield because it's not going to change. Quite heavy there, you see ball running. Sometimes it will stop even before the fielder gets to it. Good running again. 2 runs. Pulling into the 40s. He's on 41. Projected score showing 163. They might want something a little bit more than that. 170, 180. Chasing might be a bit of a problem. Might take turn. Again, Pulindu on the off. This time it's just the 1 run. Quite an expensive over. So Pavantha Ratnayaka. Pavantha Veerasinghe, sorry. This time again on the off. He goes lofted. That's into the hands of that fielder. So there we see the second wicket falling in the 11th over. Sentha Halamage finally striking a pretty expensive over. 11 runs if 5 deliveries, and then manages to get the wicket of Pavantha Veerasinghe. Again moving to the leg, making some room and going for that drive. The fielder was placed there, had to move to the left, running around and taking an easy catch. That's Pavantha Veerasinghe walking back. Caught by Dindra Khalupana for just 12 runs, and it's 88 for 2. Moving Subasinghe, the new batsman, can hit the ball a long way. So 11 overs done, it's 88 for 2. The current run rate now has moved on to 8 after that expensive over. Now in Subasinghe, high score of 67, averaging 18, but a very good strike rate of 128. He has 350s. Boy, he can hit the ball a long way, but it's not going to be easy on this track. Ball not coming onto the bat. Tenuka Dabare bowled 2 overs, none for 11. He is pretty deceptive. Let's see, he will be bowling the off spin, the leg cutter, the off cutter. It's very deceptive, and straight away it's a 6 from Pulindu Perra. Now Pulindu has got a mesh of this track. Tenuka Dabare going slightly full. There we see targeting the stumps, but going straight down the ground, just over that line for 6. Immediately pressure on Dabare in this over. This time Fuller again following the batsman. Pulindu Perra moving on to 49. He's trying to move to the leg and make a little bit of room on the offside. Likes that shot, trying to drive on the off, on the off over that extra cover fielder. Got a lot of runs there, but now it's Moin Subasinger to face strike. So there we see, like, that was the leg cutter, but ends up on the side screen. No nonsense from Subasinger. That's what he likes doing. This boy likes hitting sixers. The second six in this innings. The first for Subasinger is off the mark. The bang. It's straight on that side screen. Over the bowler's head. The 100 up, 101 for 2 in the 12th over. You can see that projected score now moving up. This time slows it down a bit. Subasinger drives it down for a single. So this is good cricket by Subasinger. You can see it has been a pattern: a six, a dot, a six and a single, then a six and a single. So we will see another six in this delivery. Pulindo Perra just one run away from a very well-deserved half century. 14 runs considered so far. 2 deliveries left. That was the off spinner. That's the 1 run he needed to get to that half century. Very well played by Pulindo Perra. Moves on to 50. Picks up a valid half century of just 33 deliveries, and he will need to continue in the same fashion as long as possible. This time again, Dabre concedes another single. 16 runs off that over, and after 12 it's 104 for 2. That's the scorecard for you. The 2 batsmen out, Siobhan Daniel and Pulindo. Siobhan Daniel and it was a Pavant Veerasinghe. Tilum Sudhir into the attack. Well experienced. Best of 7 for 144. This is not in a T20. I'm sure this must be his overall white ball cricket stats here, as 4 5-wicket hauls. Very good economy of 3.67. Been held back a bit because I've seen lots of left-handers coming in. The first 3 all left-handers. Oh yes, immediately some turn, quicker, not giving it. Yeah, knows that Subasinger looking to get under it. But this is good cricket by CDB, the 2 batsmen, Moin and Pulindo, trying to get something off every delivery. Can't get the boundaries, get the single, keep the scoreboard moving. Projected score now 173 and moving up. Delhi 180 or even close to 200 would be what they're targeting. Time tries to go big, 2-fielder, the wicket keeper going for it. Yes, a very, very good catch there. Taken by that's Sohan Delivera, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he had to run a lot initially. Even the bowler thought of going for it. But a brilliant catch to end up Pulindo Perra's innings. Yes, going for a big heave. but couldn't get contact. And look at that catch. Had to run a lot, but had his eyes on the ball. Called early. Taking a very decent catch. Pulindu Perra, Kotsuan deliver ball Dilum Sudhira for 50 of 34. And that's the third wicket down. It's 102 for 3 in the 12th over. New batsman skipper Sonal Didusha replacing the left-hander. Sticking to having the left-hand right-hand combination. Most probably that's why he delayed coming in. That 3 left-handers at the top. And then we saw Moin Supersinger, the right-hander, coming in. And now Dinusha again. The 4th left-hander out of the 5 batsmen that have walked to the middle. Dinusha averaging 60. Highest runs 106. Batting outside his off stump. First delivery. And he has dealt a massive blow. 6 for Dinusha. Dinusha down on one knee. Doesn't take long to get off the mark. What a way to start your innings. That was Dilum Sudhira. This time gets a single. Sudhira going wide outside the off stump to Dinusha, not giving him too much room to free his arms onto the leg. Picked up a wicket, but then gone for some runs as well. This time Sobhasinger sweeps it from the middle stump, I would say. You saw Dilum Sudhira hands on head. He knew if that had hit his pad, it was gone for all money. So Dinusha batting on off stump. This time can't get it away past that extra cover field. The skipper. End of Sudhira's first over. 9 runs and a wicket. And after 13, it's 113 for 3. There we see the bowling. Alambage started off 3 overs, 1 for 26. Ganavira Singh was pretty good in his first over. Then went for runs 3 overs, none for 28. Slaza 2 overs, 1 for 13. Has been good. Tabare was expensive in his last over. 3 overs, none for 27. Got a change in bowling. Anuk Fernando coming on as 4 for 56, has his best 27 wickets so far. Economy rate on the expensive side, 6 for 30, 6.34 as his economy. Average also is 29. Look to try and pick up a wicket or two and do the holding job, not let CDB run away. Anuk Fernando running left arm over the wicket from wide of the crease. Delivers that and Super Singer runs it down to short that for a single. It went straight to that field. Slight change in the field for Dinusha. strengthen the offside. Ranatoga coming into that extra cover region. And again for wider the stump. That run, the fielder thought he had a chance. Well, Dinush also would have been a bit worried because he hit it right in line with where that fielder was, but gets a maximum. There we see for wide of the crease. He moves across, goes down on one knee. And for a minute we thought that the fielder may have got it, but no, it was well over. Brilliant batting here by Dinush. His second six. Again moves to the off. Again goes in that same region, but this time along the ground. Another run, so he gets a six and then rotates the strike. It's good cricket by Dinush. Has a lot of experience, a lot of cricket. As a member of the Sri Lankan Test squad, this Test team. Super Singer down the ground, but direct hit, but Marvin makes his ground. Good running, good fielding. It was all well, good cricket all round. That was Kaviru Seneas came in with picked up with one hand and threw it to the striker's end. But Super Singer makes his ground and a direct hit, but he had passed the stumps. Two more to Super Singer. Slow delivery, very well disguised, but Super Singer reads it from the hand, taps it into the leg side for a single. 11 runs so far in this over. Bit expensive. Dinush on strike. Interesting to see the way Dinush bats. He favors the leg side. Now taking leg stump guard. Yeah, the spinner bowling. He was batting on his off stump, covering all the stumps. Even standing just outside his off stump. Trying to make room. Ball that is pitched outside off. Tries to take it onto the leg this time. Now he is batting on off stump. That time gets it past that short fine leg field. Batsman back for two. 12 runs in that over. Well, it was 13, but there was a leg by. 12 off Anuk's first over. It's a 126 for 3 after 14. Sudhir will continue. This time will be bowling to the right hander, Super Singer. Shot pulled and a brilliant catch there in the deep. Now those are the catches. That was, I think it was Gaina Veera Singer. It was dipping on him. Took an excellent catch. Had to bring out the dive. Made sure to hold on. There we see that again. Not all that short, but Super Singer pulling on the back foot. Yes, just inches off the ground. Super Singer has to go. Caught Gaina Veera Singer ball. Didum Sudhir for 13. Let's go. 126 for 4 now in the 15th. Sudhir providing the wickets. He's picked up 2 in just 1.1 overs. CDB looking to up the ante, trying to get to a decent score. Not easy when you're batting first on a slow track. Tarindu Ratnayaka, the new batsman. High score 55, strike rate of 101. Just the 150. Oh boy, another left-hander. Guess what? Had 5 left-handers out of the 6 batsmen who have walked into bat. Not always do you see 5 left-handers in the top 6 of a team. Nice work. You can see the ball, the ground that heavy, stopping before it reaches the fielder. Adjusting the field a bit. Dinush on 16 off 6. That time Dilum Sudhir changing his tactics, going round the wicket, trying to cramp Dinush for room, targeting his body. We saw tried to give him the charge. Just ends up getting 1 run, can't make contact. So this is what good bowlers with experience will do. He was bowling over the wicket to Dinusha. Now he's decided to go round the wicket to him. 2 left-handers. You can see targeting the body, not giving them room. So far, singles, 1 wicket and 4 singles in this over. Sorry, 3 singles in the over. What will Dinosha do? This time gives him the charge. Goes aerial and gets a maximum. Another 6. That's his 3rd 6 for Sonal Dinosha. Dealing with 6s and singles. And he has taken it into him that that's the only way you're going to score runs, because along the ground you're not going to get full value for your shots. Then again another single to the field at short 3rd. End of another expensive over from Sudhir, 10 runs off it, and it's 136 for 4 after 50.
So 15 overs done. 136 for 4. It's a very good score in the context of this surface. Sonal Dinosha has got 24 runs off just 9 balls with 3 sixes. He's taking the charge, leading from the front. Earlier, Pilindu Pereira got to a half-century. Siobhan Daniel got 33 runs. So the batter's doing their duties. Imitias Laza into the attack. Very well bowled. Bowling a little slower and not letting that ball come on to the bat. So now Dinusha loves the leg side, especially this lock sweep. Top edge, but sails over. But for a moment, I thought he got that top edge and made that shuffle to the offside and swept it. Like I mentioned, he loved the slog sweep into that vacant area. Gets his fourth six. With 6 wickets in hand, 28 balls left. Look at that projected score. 185. They can get somewhere close to that. Well, it'll be a very, very good contest coming up. Again, full toss, driven nicely down the ground. Too long off. Altandi Ratnaik, another left-hander. Plenty of left-handers in the top order. That's a short delivery outside the off stump, bowling a little quicker. Imithya Slasa done a decent job so far. Needs to complete his spell. Mujidar Ranatoga introducing the off spinner because there are 2 left-handers out there in the mid-center. Again trying to go for that big glory. Slog sweep shot, bowls a quicker one, too full for Sonal Dinush to go for that sweep shot. So 9 runs coming off it, 1 ball to go. Will Ratnaik go after the bowling? Attempt for a switch hit, nicely bowled for a dot ball. 9 runs coming off it, 16 done. CDB 145 for 4. Yeah, that's the sweep shot, the reverse sweep shot. He's very, very effective with it, Tarindu Ratnaik. So Sonal Dinusha, 32 runs with 4 sixes in his 13-ball knock. He looks very fiery. A fearless cricketer, the keeper of CDB. He led the side plenty of occasions in his club level as well, CCC club. He's a very young cricketer who has got matured by himself. Got the national cap in Test arena for Sri Lanka. So very experienced cricketer. Full toss, whipped nicely to the leg side. His outfield is really, really slow, especially towards the basketball court end. Heavy outfield. So Anuk Fernando is continuing to bowl from the scoreboard end. His second over. So 180, 185 will be an ideal score to defend. But Fairfirst have the batting power, especially batters like Gabriel Senehas, Tanukathabare, very explosive batters. Pace off into the pitch, very good ball. Cross-batted shot from Taranduratnayaka. It's very, very hard to get those kind of strokes here. On this surface, you need to be right on top of the ball. And Sohan de Oliveira is a very good explosive batter as well. So the chase is on, especially big heave again towards the leg side. Nicely bowled. Ball into his field, Anup Fernando. A very young side, Fairfirst Insurance, but they have the batting power. They're very capable. They've done a very decent job in the 50-over format and the T20s. Probably the slow ball. Perishes right down at long off. Very well bowled from Manuk. Back of the hand, the leg cutter. Pace off delivery. Ball is not coming onto the bat. He gets the crucial wicket at this crucial stage for Fairfirst. Yeah, back of the hand, leg cutter. Very well bowled. So Gayanavira Singer picks up his third catch, in fact, I suppose. It's very busy down there in the boundary. Sonal Tinusha departs for 33 for 15 balls. And CDB losing their 5th wicket. Sportylk, the new batter walking in. Suddenly we see a right-handed batter. 77 games, 1,600 plus runs. He has 100 in his belt. Good strike rate in the context of all formats. He can hit a long ball. Tall left arm, orthodox spinner. Standing few inches outside the crease, probably because he knows that Anup Fernando is bowling those slow balls into the pitch. Very well bowled. He conceded 12 runs in his first over, but what a comeback over this is from Anup Fernando. Just 2 runs in the 5 deliveries in the 17th over. He's keeping it really, really tight. They need to defend. They need to actually chase this target. They need to restrict CDB to a certain score. Probably got to a hand on it, but it was struck nicely and firmly. Just a single. 3 runs off it. 17 done. CDB 148 for 5. It's the last ball of the over. It was struck firmly. Half-hearted attempt, just one-handed. And Fernando bowling his second over just for 3 runs at a crucial stage and picking up that crucial wicket of Sunal Dinusha. It's very vital. Last 3 overs coming up. New 2 batters in the crease. They had a small discussion. Fairfirst probably thinking who's going to bowl the next few overs. Anup can bowl 1 over. So he'll bowl the penultimate over. They have to cover up 2 more overs. So Tanuka Dabare into the attack to bowl his last over. I'm surprised that he has not picked up any wickets. Got a little beating, especially from Pulinda Pereira. Slog sweep. Gone. Well, that's a commentator's curse. He was wicketless, and the very first ball of his last over, Tanuka Dabare getting his first wicket. Mudita Langshan, very short stay. Just a couple of balls. Yeah, nicely bowled. Going for a slog sweep. hitting the upper part of the bat. An easy catch at mid-wicket. Senita Halambage. Sumit Lakshan departs for 1. CDB 148 for 6. So Lasitape Ratna, the new batter. How many bats up the order? Surprised that he's coming down the order because probably the coaching staff and the skipper thinking they want to go with the left-handers in the top order. So that's why they opted to bring batters like Thanindra Ratnayaka early in the game. So 60 games, 1,300 plus runs. Got 100 in his belt. Needs to probably get into a click as soon as possible. 17 balls left only. They need to get to that 180 run mark. If they need to get it, they need to firepower now. But they've lost 6 wickets. Batting is still left. We see the Vijay coming next. He's off the mark in the very first ball. Bowling very, very slow, Thanuka Dabare. So this contest is going to be interesting. Thanindra Ratnayaka very well known that he's good for those switch hits. And Thanuka Dabare should be very much aware not to bowl onto the stumps, because Thanindra Ratnayaka, he's very capable of going for that switch hit. Probably to bowl a little slow outside the off stump. That could be his. That struck nice and firmly, but straight to the man at mid-on. Well, CDB in the last stages of their innings, they're struggling to get some runs and losing wickets one by one. But Fairfirst coming back right at the perfect time frame in this game, picking up wickets at crucial regular intervals. It's very vital. Thanindra Ratnayaka departs. Again, foolish delivery balls, very slow. Thanuka Dabare in his last over, he has got 2 wickets in the first 3 deliveries. This is good bowling and a very good bowling change from Modita Ranatunga, the skipper. Ratnayaka departs for 4 and the 7th wicket down for 149 CDB. Well, Nipun Dhananjay walks into the crease. This is the number 9 batter. He's another batter who bats right at the top in the order. I'm also again surprised. He's a batter who can go through the line. Very good offside player. He can click in, but he needs to click in very, very quickly, because it's the last 15 balls in their innings. High up in the air. Again the field, the same fielder under it. Comfortably taken. Anuk Fernando, isn't it? Well, CDB, what are you doing? Losing wickets one by one with another 14 balls left in their innings. Going for big shots, not settling down. The new batter struggling. That was a stoppage again. Brilliantly held. The golden duck for Nipun Dhananjay. Thanuka Dabare, he's on a hat-trick. 8 down for 149. Thanuka Dabare, 3 wickets in his last over. prior to this over, he conceded 27 runs in the first 3 overs. But what a comeback over this is. Another left-hander walks into the crease. You see the Vijay Sundara. How many left-handers does CDB have? Well, 31 games, 300 plus runs. 37 not out is the highest score. Well, loud appeal. The hat-trick ball. Interesting to see that replay. He's really not happy, Tanuka Dabare. He thought he got his hat-trick. That's the flicker. Well, very close. That's very, very close. But hitting the upper part of the pad, that's what the umpire mentioning. Probably going over. That's what he thinks. A close call. Well, is that out? Well, 4 wickets, Tanuka Dabare. Couldn't get the hat-trick. What an over. What a brilliant spell turning out to be. It was wicketless in the first 3 overs. And 4 wickets in the 18th over. Going for a switch hit. Gloved it. Easy catch for Nimish Vimukti at first slip. Was unlucky with the hat-trick, but picking up 4 wickets in the last over. Isita Vijay Sundara departs for a duck. And 9 down for 149. CDB is struggling in the last stage of this innings with 2 overs to go, with the last man walking in, Navidu Prabhash. Well, what an over. The last over from Tanuka Dabare. Just a single and 4 wickets. Crucial stage. Now this is turning out to be very interesting. Not the ideal run score that they were targeting at. At one stage, they were 148 for 5 in 17 overs. And the last over with 4 wickets falling. Now the last man walks in. What a turnaround in this game. So Anuk Fernando will continue to bowl the penultimate over. What a turnaround this is. Impressive stuff. Now Lasit Taberatna, only recognized batter. He came down the order. At least they need to get to 165. Couple of lusty blows are expected from Lasit Taberatna. He's not taking those singles. They need a couple of boundaries. Singles won't do much onto the score because it's a very fast score at the moment. 150 is chaseable. 20-20 game with shorter boundaries. He takes a single right now. Half of the over in the penultimate. So what Navidu Prabhash, I see Lasit Taberatna walking down and mentioning definitely you need to get a first ball single. Need to get off strike. So 150 up for CDB. They would have been in a comfortable position. Well, last man walking in, Navidu Prabhash. Nothing much to talk. He's the last man. He's the tail ender. Just 5 games, 6 runs into his belt. So not the ideal stage that CDB would be expecting. Well, that's a nice ball. He gets off strike. Much needed. So Lasith Aberatna has 2 balls left in this penultimate over. Well, Anuk Fernando bowling those wide outside the off-stump Yorkers. He's a very experienced cricketer. Attempt for a ramp shot, struck outside the line. Yeah, going for the second run. Yeah, he's run out. Totally unnecessary. This is a very, very poor stage for CDB. Last couple of deliveries, last 2 overs, they've lost 5 wickets for just 4 runs. Look at this. Lasith Aberatna going for the second run. Good throw from Dilum Sudhira straight to the non-striker's end. Easy. That's an easy decision for the umpire, Chandrika Amarasinghe. So CDB all out for 152. They were struggling in the last over with the 4 wickets falling off. Thanuka Dabare picking up those 4 wickets. They were at a very good stage in 17 overs. For a moment, they would have gone for 175. With 5 wickets in hand, there were 147 runs. What a turnaround. What a comeback. So 152 runs. 5 runs, 5 wickets. What a turnaround. Tables turned. Definitely, it's a chaseable score now. Well, the batting card. Pulidu Perera, Siobhan Daniel got to a very good start in the power play. 55 runs in the first 6 overs without losing a wicket. And Pulidu Perera getting a half century, and Sunal Dhenusha valid contribution of 33 runs off 4 sixes and his 15-ball knock. Very good. Just 3 extras. They've been very economical, very disciplined. And in the 19th over, CDB will all out for 152 bowlers. Senitha Halambage, Imitias Lasa and Anuk Fernando picking up a wicket apiece, and Dilum Sudhira bowled well in his couple of overs, picking up 2 crucial wickets. But Thanuka Dabare, 4 overs, 28 runs, 4 wickets in his last over. That really changed the game. Look at this. They were 147 for 5, 148 for 6. From that moment, 4 runs, they've lost the last 5 wickets. Very poor effort. What a turnaround from Fairfirst Insurance to come back to this game at a crucial stage after winning the toss and bowling first. Morita Ranatunga handling his bowlers very, very good. He done a very good job to restrict CDB to a 152 score with its chaseable score. Well, Morita Ranatunga eventually winning the toss, opting to bowl first. Not the ideal start they would have thought, with Pulidu Perera and Siobhan Daniel going for a big heave, big shots, couple of lasty blows. Siobhan Daniel got to a good start as well. Couple of sixers. I see that's one of them. They were off to a flying start with that 55-run partnership for the first wicket inside the power play. And they were really going well. Look at those shots. Lovely timing from Pulidu Perera as well. He was very good today with his half century. But getting out at the last moment, it was very crucial. In the power play, they were dominating. They were really taking the bowling off until this happened. Siobhan Daniel getting out of Imitias Lasa. Then Pavantha Veerasinghe walked into the crease. He got to a nice bit of a couple of runs, and then Pulidu Perera getting his paddle on in the acceleration. He was timing brilliantly. Look at those shots. Loved the offside, and then he fallen short at the extra cover region. And then Movin Subasinghe, first ball 6, valid contribution, but then this was the wicket. Pavantha Veerasinghe getting out, And then Sonal Dinusha walked in. That was the first 6. This is the second one. It was very good. It was timing well. And Movin Subasinghe getting out. Gantha Birasinghe picking up 3 catches. So this was the 4th 6 for Sonal Dinusha. And then this was the wicket. That's the crucial stage that they lost wickets. And they were struggling at the end. And Thanuka Dabure picking up 4 wickets in his last over. The 18th over was very crucial for them. And restricting CDB for 152 runs. That was the last wicket run out. This is a very good comeback from Fairfirst Insurance, restricting to a chaseable score of 153 runs in their allocated 50 overs. That's a chase, that's a target that Fairfirst needs. So we'll take a short break and we'll come back for the run chase from Fairfirst Insurance.
Right, so we are back live for this second session of the second innings. The chase for Fairfirst, 153 needed of 120 deliveries. At one time, we thought they were going to go up to something like 180 or even close to 200, but a massive batting collapse in that middle, with Dabari picking up 4 wickets for 28 of 4 overs. Basically, picked up something like 4 wickets for 1 run in that last over of his. He had given away 27 in 3 overs and then ended up with 4 overs, 4 for 28. That was a big collapse once skipper Sonal Dirusha was out for 33. The rest just folded up. Interesting to see. Still 152. You can't say it's a low score on a pitch that is taking turn slow, and the biggest factor is the ground, the outfield, very lush green. It's slow. There's a lot of grass on it. Not being able to cut the grass. Been lots of rain in the last 2 weeks in Sri Lanka, in Colombo. And see that greenery. It's thick grass, so along the ground batsman will have to run for everything. So right, everything is underway. So a left hand right hand combination here. Looks like I think it's Tenuka Dabre and Gaviru Senehas. The first ball. Stands tall and punches it into the covers. No run. Isitha Vijay Sundara. Well, if they get a good start, it'll be interesting to see. See, Dabare 87. That strike rate 139. And straight away giving the charge inside edge off the mark for a single. No control at all. Pitch on the slow side, so any batsman coming in new, they need to just get a feel of it. Won't want to charge the bowler. You need to time your shots. That's Gaviru Senehas's stats. 85 strike rate. We'll want to increase that. Average of 25. Well, in the white ball format, that's pretty reasonable. But T20, he'll need to be in the hundreds or more than that. Time short. Pulls it away. Fielder needs to be quick. Yes, that was Daniel down there. Was quick to pick up. Senehas off the mark just with 1 run. Because the fielder there on the boundary was very quick to come around, pick up and get rid of it as soon as possible. This one, wide outside the off stump, throws his bat at it. Does it go all the way? Yes, that's the first 6 for Tenuka Dabare and for Fairfirst in this chase of 152. See that replay again. With outside the off stump, correct length. Dabare just throws his bat at it. Just 2 fielders outside the circle. Well, even if there was a fielder there, There's no chance of catching it other than just going and fetching it from wherever it landed. This is the way Dabare likes to bat. Holds the bat way down the handle. So that was Stamp. Well, yes, he has taken the edge. And a wicket. A very good catch. Low down by the wicket keeper. Dabare has to walk back. Waited for the umpire to give the decision. He's looking at that bat, a bottom edge. Throwing his bat at it. Ball tipping, a very good catch there. Bowler had to appeal. There's a definite edge. Waiting to get confirmation. Lasith Aberatta the catcher. Dabare gone for 7 of 4 deliveries. It's 8 for 1 in the first over. New batsman, another left-hander, Swan D'Oliveira, the wicket keeper of the side. Strike rate of 197, averaging 27. Another batsman who likes to go after the bowling, has 200s to his name. Quick run, straight way off the mark. Well, and the batsman come back for a second. A misfield by that field at point, and then the field on the boundary covering up also didn't pick up clean. That helped the batsman to cross over for that second run. Lever off the mark immediately with 2 runs. End of the first over, it's 10 for 1. It'll be Tarindu Ratnayaka to bowl the second over. Gaviru, the batsman, to face. The Ratnayaka, best of 4 for 21, 78 wickets. Starts off with the dot ball. Current run rate 8.57. Tries to make room for him to go on the off. A little bit of turn away from that right hander, but turn and bounce there. Misses completely. Chance for a stumping. Wicket keeper thought he had moved his foot, but he had got his leg back in time. Then again a thick edge on the bounce to that field at short third. So Gaviru trying to get this ball away. They have to be a bit careful. They've lost 1 wicket already. Doesn't need to do anything silly. They know that the outfield is not going to help them. And goes for a reverse sweep again to that field at short third. Quick single taken this time. Good understanding by the 2 batsmen on this occasion. This is what they need to do. They need to keep rotating. Need to keep that scoreboard moving. Because once the spinners are in operation, can be a bit tricky. This time Libera works it on the leg side for an easy single. Pretty decent over, very good over, I would say, by Tarindu Ratnakar so far. Just the 2 singles. Another dot ball to end a very good over from Ratnakar. Just the 2 runs. 2 overs done, it's 12 for 1. Quickly another bowling change. Just Sundar giving way for waiting for an update. The left arm spin this time. To the left hand, that goes down on one knee. Oh, brilliantly taken. Brilliantly taken. Running in from the long on fence. Had to make a lot of ground. Ball was hit flat. Good diving catch. Had to bring out the tide. Not easy diving forward. Here we see that again. That dipping on him. Had to bring out the dive low down. I would say shin high catch. Brilliantly held on to it. So Andy Oliveira has to walk back. Tried to get a move on. Losing their way. Oliveira caught. Is the Vijay Sundara bowled Modita Lakshan for 3. So but the Lakshan doing the trick straight away in his first delivery. It's 12 for 2. New batsman Anuk Fernando. 49 innings, high score of 99 not out. Strike rate 78. Modita Lakshan from round the wicket. And immediately off the mark with a single. CDB doing the right thing, picking up wickets. That's that last wicket. Made room for himself, but look at that, a brilliant catch coming in from the boundary. Shot and cut into the covers, this time no run. Lakshan mixing things up. Down the leg side this time, going on with the arm, and umpire signals wide. Gaviru unable to get anything on it. Maybe thinking he missed out on a few runs, but with this outfield pretty heavy, I think he'll take that wide. Again a misfield. The batsman just happy with the single. Seen a couple of misfields on the ground. Maybe the thick grass, I think ball doesn't, once it bounces, doesn't come up as much as the fielder would expect. Oh, that runner chipped in there. Lucky not to go to that fielder. What a good over from Mudita Lakshan. This time goes down on one. He brings out the sweep. Was that just one bounce into the fence? Lakshan finishes off with a boundary. But was a very good over. Spoiled in that last delivery. Down on one knee. Vacant region. Just the one bounce into the fence. Anuk Fernand on to 5. And after 3 overs, it's 19 for 2. Another bowling change. Moving Super Singer. So 99 wickets. 5 for 24 is best. Economy 4.82. Average is pretty good. 16. Off spin. So 4th over in progress. We've seen 4 bowlers so far. Kavit Serias batting on off stump. This time I worked into the leg side. It was in the air, but there's no fielder there. Suratnai coming in from the boundary. Picks up but can't prevent the single. Supposing this time coming round the wicket to the left hander. Still another 133 runs needed of 99 legal deliveries. Could be a stiff target here if they keep losing wickets. Cut into the offside still. Can't pierce that field. 3 dot deliveries and a single in this over. Time goes aerial over that infield. Ball doesn't reach the fence. 2 runs to Anuk Fernando. That's pressure showing. A couple of dot balls. Throwing his bat at it, manages to get 2. This time goes down on one knee and goes aerial. It's out of here. That's a massive hit. 6 to end the over. The score has moved on to 28 for 2 with Anuk Fernando moving on to 13 of 7. Kaviru taken his time, 4 of 10. Look at that shot. Down on one knee and it's out of the ground. Brilliant. It's 4 overs done. It's 28 for 2. What will Gaviru do here? Cuts it down to short. Third man for a single. Lakshan not giving him room. Brings Anuk Fernando on strike. He has been the more aggressor. You've noticed even in the 50-over format, Gaviru Seneas has been the guy who tries to take the innings a long way, batting with two left-handers around him. Teruko Dabare and Swan Delivera, who both like to go at more than a run a ball. The current run rate is 6.97. Required is above 7. This is exactly what Fairfirst won't want to happen. The required rate going up to 8 and 9. Not easy. Hold it flat and short, but just a single. Because on this track, it's pretty slow. Can take turn. And add to that, the outfield. You can see the grass. Thick, long grass. A wild swing. Nowhere near that delivery. Get into the covers. Trying to go for that reverse sweep. Loud shout. Not sure whether he cut. Better on ball. Think that's why the umpire said straight away no. Yes. Just pitching in line, but better on ball. Goes to that reverse sweep again, and this time finds the fielder. He was not comfortable. Lakshan bowling a very good line, and the lengths were very good. Lakshan picks up another wicket. Gaviru throwing his wicket away. Frustration that would be not being able to get it away. Easy catch to that short third man fielder. And at the end of 5 overs, Fairfirst are 30 for 3 in pursuit of 152.
So 5 overs done, 30 for 3. Losing wickets in the power play is a very big disadvantage when you're chasing down a score. 153 runs to get, still 123 more in just 90 balls. It's gettable, but they need a partnership. Can the skipper, Modita Ranatunga, walks into the crease, 78 games. He's a very experienced cricketer. Can these two batters get along for a small partnership, which is very crucial? Two experienced cricketers out there in the center. Quick single for Fernando. So they need that partnership. Very crucial. That was cut away nicely in towards the gap. Good anticipation from Modita Ranatunga. An easy single. So you can't afford to lose anymore because until the 10th over at least. You need some wickets in hand to go for a firepower ending. Currently they are on 6 runs per over. But CDB lost 6 wickets for just 5 runs in their innings. The last 5, well, he's off the mark. Last 6 wickets falling for just 5 runs in their innings. They were 147 for 4 at one stage. And they were bundled out for 152. which is totally unexpected. But currently, the momentum has shifted back to CDB again by picking up 3 crucial wickets. Played uppishly to long off just for a single. Well, Sunal Dinusha, he's handling his troops nicely. He's a very clever cricketer. Making bowling changes. There was 4 bowlers in the first 4 overs. Not letting the batters settling down. So that's why probably they have captured 3 crucial wickets, the top order, especially the wicket of Thanukadabare in the very first over. That was very crucial in this game. Just 3 runs coming off it. Power play is done for Fairfirst Insurance, and they are 33 for 3. Well, that's the equation. 120 runs, 84 balls. The moment that it climbs up to 10 runs per over, then only the Fairfirst batters will struggle on this surface. But Mudita Lakshan, he has been very good today. Wasn't among the runs, but with the ball, capturing 2 crucial wickets inside the power play, just giving 9 runs in his first 2 overs. So he'll play a very major role, filling that gap of the absence of Tunit Wellalage. So right hand, left hand combination, he'll be more comfortable bowling to the right hand at Mudita Ranatunga. I reckon get a slip in, build more pressure, don't let it lose off. Slight adjustment in the field. Mudita Lakshan, he wants his perfect mans in the perfect areas. A wrap in the pads. Loud appeal. It's going down the leg side for sure. Definitely. Yeah. That's fraying down the leg side, but very good appeal. He's struggling at the moment, Mudita Ranatunga, to work the ball around. He's building more pressure, Mudita Lakshan. Like I mentioned, get a slip in. That will create some doubt. There you go. Miscued shot high up in the air. Easy catch. Poor shot from Mudita Ranatunga. Playing across the line, trying to whip it towards the leg side, getting that leading edge, and Mudita Lakshan striking again in his 3rd over, picked up his 3rd wicket. Look at this ball, nice ball, lovely. Got some turn and bounce on it. Easy catch for Pawanta. So 4th wicket down for Fairfirst at 34. Mudita Ranatunga departs for 1. Gayantha Veerasinghe walks in, another right-handed batter. Young cricketer, but Mudita Lakshan, he's been very good today. 3 crucial wickets. They needed wickets to get rid of the opening stand, and they were striking from the very first over. Picked up that crucial, hard-hitting, aggressive opener Thanukadabare. From then onwards, they're right back in the game. Slips in place. What a ball. He's turning out to be very, very deadly, Mudita Lakshan. What an over. Brilliant. A single and a wicket from his third over. He's bowled 3 overs, 10 for 3 and 7 down. Fairfirst 34 for 4. The equation is slightly climbing up slowly to that 10 runs per over mark. The moment that hits the 10 run over, now actually they are struggling. Fairfirst Insurance losing 4 wickets in 7 overs. Another spinner being introduced. Nipun Dhananjaya is known for his batting, but he's a very good bowler who can roll his arm on a very good wicket like this, who's getting spin. Well, Anuk Fernando holds a very key major role in Fairfirst's batting lineup right now. He needs to hang in there. He needs partners. He's losing partners at the moment. They need that partnership. And Anuk needs a nice partner to go on for that partnership right now, because batters keeps coming and going for Fairfirst Insurance. Well, Sunal Dinusha introducing spin. Just a solitary over from Ishita Vijayasundara, and he picked up the crucial wicket. That's a very significant point at this stage of this game, because Thanuka Dabare would have been very explosive. Once he gets the start, he's unstoppable. But getting that crucial wicket, and right now they are in a commanding, dominating position at the moment, CDB. Slightly quicker through the Nipun Dhananjaya. Not a big spinner off the ball, but he could be very useful, especially in white ball game. Yeah, quicker delivery. There's plenty of spinners in their lineup, CDB. Haven't seen Navindu Prabhash yet with his slow cutters, the square arm, left arm seamer. Good over, very good over from Nipun Dhananjaya. Just 3 runs off it, 8 done. Fairfirst 37 for 4. So Mudita Lakshan will end his spell, his last over. He's been very, very crucial in this game and stepping up, picking up 3 crucial wickets. He's done a very good job for his team. It's a very tall left arm orthodox spinner. Bowled him. Quicker through the air. He could be very deadly on a surface like this. He's getting the ball to spin, but this time he gets it right through creeping. Ganta Veerasinghe's bat and pad completely deceiving him. Look at this ball, quicker through the air. Kept a little low, but with that square arm slider, brilliantly bowled, picking up his 4th wicket. And Ganta Veerasinghe was struggling, 80 parts for 1. And the 5th wicket falling off for Fairfirst Insurance with just 38 runs. We kept a little low. Look at that. Very low bounce. He was really surprised because that ball came really quick. Mudita Lakshan, he is very much capable to bowl that quicker one, square arm. And now 5 down for just 38 runs, and Dinura Kalupahana walks into the crease. A very good experienced young cricketer. 68 games, 2,000 plus runs. He has 3 centuries. But can he hang around there alongside Anuk? High up in the air. Another wicket. That's a fifer for Mudita Lakshan. That really took off from the surface. Dinura Kalupahana was really surprised. That was bouncing and spinning. What a brilliant spell from Mudita Lakshan. And look at this ball. That really took off and surprised him. Got that outside edge. And an easy catch. And a golden duck for Dinura Kalupahana. Good catch from Movin Subasinghe. And a fifer for Mudita Lakshan. And 6 down for just 38 runs. Fairfirst struggling for sure. Well, he's on a hat-trick now. And left-handed batter Senitha Halambage walks into the crease. Well, he can bat as well, but at this moment, any batter will struggle against Mudita Lakshan. 56 games, 950 runs. He's a very good all-rounded cricketer. Senitha Halambage plays for Panudara Sports Club. He's a very handy off-spinner. He can bat, but can he handle this pressure? With 69 balls left, with 115 runs more to win. And now, at the moment, he got to deal with the hat-trick ball first of all. He's been very impressive, Mudita Lakshan, today. Oh, what a ball. What a welcome delivery. Almost took that outside edge. Brilliantly bowled. I'm counting and losing words against Mudita Lakshan. He's been outstanding. He's off the mark. Foolish delivery. Nicely placed down the ground towards long on. Well, he has been impressive, isn't it? Fifer in a T20 game. When your team needs someone. When they were struggling at 152 all out inside the 20 overs. This is the last wicket that really surprised. Good catch from Movin Subasinghe. Dinura Kalupahana, very short stay. Golden duck for him. Very rare forward defensive stroke. He's done with his spell. 4 overs, 5 wickets for just 12 runs. Mudita Lakshan, take a bow, young man. 9 done. Fairfirst 39 for 6. 11 overs, 114 runs. Now that required run rate has climbed up. They started 7.53, but right now it has climbed up to 10.36. Dhananjaya will continue. He bowled his first over just for 3 runs. Another impressive young cricketer. Two left-handers out there in the middle, so Sonal Dinusha opting to continue bowling with the off-spinner. Tandu Ratnaik has a couple of overs left, so he can roll over his arm with his off-spinners. What an outstanding spell from Mudita Lakshan. Just 12 runs in his 4 overs, capturing 5 wickets, 5 in a T20 game. Loud appeal given. Nipun Dhananjaya striking. A crucial wicket. Anup Fernando has to depart. Now the 7th wicket falling. What is happening around here? That's a skidder delivery. Well, hitting the pad first, the back leg. That could crash the leg stump. Anup Fernando departs. Fairfirst struggling. A 40 for 7 in no time. He departs for 20. Valuable contribution from Anup Fernando, but that all goes in vain. So Nipun Dhananjaya, he could be very useful, like I mentioned before. Picking up a wicket, another left-hander walks into the crease. How many left-handers there are today? It's countless, definitely. Both teams have plenty of left-handed batters. Nimesh Vimukti walks in. A hard-hitting batter, but on this surface, he needs to occupy the crease. He needs to spend some time. It's not easy to go with your run flows, with your big shots. 75 games, 1,300 plus runs. He's got a 70. He has 5 half centuries. 2 teammates. Plays for Panadura Sports Club out there in the center. What a delivery. First time I'm seeing Nipun Dhananjaya getting that ball to spin sharply outside the off stump. As the batter is walking, as soon as you walk in, you get a surprise deliveries like that. It's really hard to get over. Almost halfway through the innings, they lost 7 wickets for just 40 runs. Quicker through the air. Another dot ball. This is turning out to be an impressive performance from CDB. Very good over. Just a single and a wicket from Nipun Dhananjaya's second over. 10 done, halfway through. Fairfirst 40 for 7. That's the downfall. No proper partnership. Batters come, batters go. They've struggled a lot on this surface after winning the toss. Didn't have a very good power play. Well, like I mentioned, Sonal Dinusha introducing Tandu Ratnaik. Wrap on the pads. Loud appeal, probably going down the leg side, outside the line. I'll tell you, that is a very, very good shout. very close. The previous shout from Tharindu Ratnayaka. He was not confident enough to go for a loud appeal. But it was struck right in front. A single to Senitha Halambage. That brings Nimesh Vimukti. He's a batter on his day. He could be very deadly. But he's a batter who can struggle, who could struggle early in his stage as he walk in. Well, on this surface, you can't play across the line. Nicely bowled from Tharindu Ratnayaka. He's wicketless, but very economical. Just conceding 6 runs, bowled a couple of overs inside the power play. And into his third over, just giving away 6 runs only. So Sonal Dinusha changing his bowling. He's very experienced cricketer. And doing the job perfectly. Big shot over the bowler's head. Sails over. It's out of the park here at MCA. He's off the mark with a bang. Nimesh Vimukti. It was a tossed up delivery. Look at the front foot, making some room for him. Sails over. Brilliant shot. 11 done. Fairfirst 47 for 7. So Nipun Dhananjay will continue. He bowled a couple of overs. Just gave away 4 runs, picking up a crucial wicket of Anuk Fernando. So the required run rate is over 11 runs per over. 106 needed, 9 overs to go. Quicker through the air. There have been plenty of occasions these two batters have contributed to their teams, especially when they're batting at Panadura Sports Club and even in the Fairfirst games also in 50 over matches. So they could be very handy, but at the moment they need to go 12.23 runs per over, which is not going to be easy, and the wicket is not helping them at all because Sonal Dinusha is bowling with the spinners, continuing to bowl spinners and making more trouble to the batters. Quicker through the air. That surprised Senitha Halambage. Very well bowled. He could be very useful, this character, Nipun Dhananjay. He got out for a golden duck, but he's been very impressive with his bowling efforts here. Certainly the wicket is helping the spinners very much. Haven't seen the seamers much often. It's a spin-friendly surface, but CDB, they're off to a flying start in the first power play. 55 runs in the 6 overs and then kept on going, but manageably getting that 152 runs was a very good score on this surface. At the start, the skippers were very happy when Sonal Dinusha wanted 150 plus runs, so they got it. And now the bowler's duty to restrict that. And they have done a tremendous job, picking up 7 wickets for just 49 runs, and they were struggling. Fairfirst Insurance. Nicely bowled. Quicker through the air again. No width on offer for the batters. Just 2 runs off him. He has bowled 3 overs just for 6 runs with his wicket. 12 done. Fairfirst 49 for 7. So we're seeing Isita Vijayasundara into the attack. Nimesh Vimukti loves the ball coming onto the bat. He's a very, very good striker of the ball. Isita Vijayasundara picking up that crucial wicket in his very first over of this innings. Tanuka Dabare's wicket was very crucial. That could be wide. Straying way down the leg side. Not the ideal start to the over. Nimesh Vimukti trying to whip it through to the leg side, but comfortably it's a way outside the leg stump. Pitch way outside the leg stump wide. With that wide brings the 50-run mark for Fairfirst. Pace off. That's a 6. Second maximum for Nimesh Vimukti. He loves to go after the bowling. Isita Vijayasundara pace off into the pitch. Was waiting for it, Nimesh Vimukti. Short a boundary. Gets a full meet on it. He's on charge right now, Nimesh Vimukti. Pace on. Yorker outside the off stump. Well, he's throwing his bat at everything right now because they need to get 12.5 runs per over, 12.65 in fact, so you see. Still 56 for 7, 97 needed. High up in the air again. That's a big 6 from Nimesh Vimukti. That's another ball lost. A foolish delivery, pace on the arc. That's his 3rd 6 of this innings and 2nd in the over. That was out of the park. Can Nimesh Vimukti get his team down the line and bring some glory into this game? It's a knockout game, semi-finals. Already Haleys are through to the finals on Sunday. That's a night game at the CCC starting at 7 p.m. So to play under lights, can he bring his team? Because he's no mark with the bat. He's a very good striker. Pulled, short delivery into the gap. Just a couple of runs probably. Well, just a single though. That's poor running. It was a surprise short delivery against Nimesh Vimukti. He pulled it uppishly. There you see. Not looking at the ball. It was right in the middle of those 2 fielders at the boundary line on the onside. So far 14 runs coming off this over. They need a couple of boundaries every single over from this over onwards Because after this, it's just 42 balls. And the required rate equation mentions 12 plus runs for over. So if you need 12 plus runs, you need to get boundaries. Well, Senitha Halabage doing the correct thing. Getting off strike, letting Nimesh Vimukti do the damage to the bowlers. He's moved to 20 in no time with 3 sixes in his 12-ball knock. Wide. Did it click something? That definitely struck the boundary. Yeah, there you see. Now with the Prabhash mentioning it's a wide. It's runs given. For a moment I thought it's a wide, but definitely got a tickle off the bat. Nimesh Vimukti, yes indeed. He got something. That was a poor delivery. 18 runs coming off that previous over. Yeah, certainly it's a boundary. "13 done. Fairfirst 68 for 7. Well, Fairfirst needs some sort of a redemption time. So probably this is the time frame when Nimesh Vimukti is out there in the center. He's got 24 runs off just 13 deliveries, 3 sixes and a boundary. So they need a couple of overs like the previous one. 18 runs off Isita Fernando. Isita Vijay Sundara, in fact. So the moment that Sonal Dinusha introduced a seamer, is gone for runs. He's conceded 28 runs, but picking up that crucial wicket in his 2 overs. But the spinners have done a very good job. Mujib Lakshan done for the day in his 4 overs, conceding 12 runs, but picking up 5 wickets. Especially the right hand has struggled against him. Well, quicker through the air. Attempt for a slog sweep. Senitha Halabage needs to get off strike. He needs to make sure that Nimesh Vimukti deal with those bowlers. This is a stumping attempt. Very well bowled from Nipun Dhananjay. He's been very economical. He's bowled 3.4 overs. Well, he could have been gone. There was no proper communication out in the center. Well, these 2 batters plays in the same club as well, but there was a yes-no call. Came down the track, trying to go for a single, but Nimesh Vimukti denying it. Well, that was very, very close. He was not in the frame of the pitcher. That ends a spell. Another beautifully bowled spell from Nipun Dhananjay. Just 9 runs in his 4 overs with 1 wicket. Well, 2 bowlers are done for the day. Mujib Lakshan, 4 overs, 12 runs for 5 wickets. And then Nipun Dhananjay, 4 overs just for 9 runs and a wicket. So both these 2 bowlers have done a tremendous job conceding only 21 runs and captured 6 wickets. What an impressive performance by CDB coming into this game. But I have a strong feeling that it's a time for Movin Supersinger to come into the attack and probably to bowl at these two left-handed batters, or to bring Navindu Prabhash into the attack. So rightly mentioned, Movin Supersinger is into the attack. And Movin Supersinger can be very deadly as well with his off-spinners. He's a very impressive all-rounder. Didn't see much of him because there was plenty of national players being played inside the CDB 11. He's getting that opportunity today to show his true colors in a big game, the semi-finals of the MCA 10th edition T20 tournament 2025. So much turn. Bowls a very, very slow off-spinner. Well, look at this ball. Bounce. Again, the similar kind of ball. Similar kind of shot. He missed it. He's trying to go across the line. I rather think he goes straight, not to go towards the mid-wicket region, but any moment he could top edge. Again, a lovely ball from Movin Supersinger. Bowls very, very slow. Not letting Nimish Vimukti has that free flow. It's not coming onto the bat. This surface is holding up. That's what quicker Chaudhary. Yeah. This is a brilliant over from Movin Supersinger. Just 2 runs with 1 ball to go. He conceded 9 runs in his first over. So right now, Fairfirst needs 80 runs of just 31 balls. He took that sweep shot from right in the middle. Very good over from Supersinger. Just 3 off it, 15 done. Fairfirst 74 for 7.
So Fairfirst Insurance in a spot of bother. I think in a big spot of bother. 75 for 7 in 15 overs. Needs 78 to win. This time goes big. Just a couple of bounces to that fielder. With the Lakshan on the boundary. Alampi on 10, Nimish on 27. So they were really in a bother. 47 for 7. A good partnership here, but current run rate just 4.96. Shows you how time pulled again, but swept basically. Fielder on the boundary. Singles are not going to get 27 deliveries left to get 70 runs, 76 runs. That's not going to be easy. Oh, maybe they're trying to go big. Well, they need. You're not going to get a lot of boundaries on this this ground at the moment, so you'll have to look at sixers, which again. Oh, that was lucky. Inside edge. Just past the stumps. Just another run. What a good over by Tarindu. Bowling his 4th over. None for 16 so far. Just 4 singles in the over. My word. And that's number 8. Wicket number 8. Tarindu Ratnayaka picks up a wicket. Senthalamge, well, there is no option. You have to go for it. Coming down the track, missing it completely. Missing it by a mile, I would say. Was nowhere close to it. Not to the pitch. That the batsman was far down. Senthalamge stumped by Lasit Aberatna of the bowling of Tarindu Ratnayaka for 11. And that's wicket number 8. 76 for 8. It's a track not easy. And how well the spinners have bowled. CDB. Spinners coming to the party. Maudita Lakshan, the main destroyer. Brilliant figures. 4 overs, 5 for 12. The opening bowler Disita picking up a wicket in his first over. Tarindu Ratnayaka just 1 now. Maudita Lakshan 4 overs, 5 for 12. Nipun Dhananjay 4 overs, 1 for 9. Imtiaz Lasa, the wicket. Again trying to go big. Still not going to serve the cause. They just need to go after it. But Dhananjay also brilliant spell. 4 overs, 1 for 9. Now moving Super Singer. Well, in the context of this game, you can call him pretty expensive. Given away 13 runs in 2.1 overs. But that's also pretty good in a T20 game. Given as a wide. It is the only bowler in this innings not to pick up a wicket. So can he do that? The run rate gone up to 19, the required run rate. Bowling wide edge of the off stump. This Lasa is off the mark. And slaps it down the ground. You can see the ball not traveling. It can be a little bit uneasy when you have to field when the ball is coming along the ground because it keeps wobbling. The grass not evenly cut. It's grown a lot, so certain areas has thicker grass. Seen a lot of misfields. That one again played in there. That is wicket number 9. Imtiaz Stars are going. So Super Singh also gets onto the wicket column. Throwing it wide after the off stump. Plaza reaching for it. Just managing to get pattern ball and guiding it in there to that field at cover point in the circle. So wicket number 9. Stars are gone. Just for 1 run. Pavanta Veerasinghe being the holding on to that catch. And it's 82 for 9. So this is curtains for Fairfirst, I would say. Unless, of course, Nimesh Vimukti and Dilum Sudhir can do the unthinkable. 21 runs per over needed from it. 20 deliveries left, 71 runs needed. This is not a wicket where you can go at 20 runs. Leave alone, I think even 10 runs over is not easy. Just a matter of formalities. Has a 50, 65 not out as his highest. Strike rate 49. So if they're going to get anything closer, that strike rate will have to go up by a big margin. There you can see the ball just stopping. Field has to come running into it to pick it up. Oh. Well, that was a drop chance by the wicketkeeper. And end of over number 17. Fairfirst 83 for 9. Oh yes, wicketkeeper made a mess of it. Thick edge. In and out. 70 needed of 18 deliveries. 3 overs left. New bowler Pavantavira Singer has 60 wickets to his name. 5 wicket all, 5 for 40 as his best. Interesting to see. Runs in. So bowls a bit of medium pace with the bit of a Tenuka type bowler running in and bowling off cutters. In there again, this could be it. Yes, that is the end of this innings. And CDB marched to that final on Sunday. Been beating Haley's in. So 84 all out. Falling short by 69 runs. And what a bowling performance this is by CDB bowlers, the spinners, really doing their job. Modita Ranathung, it's Modita Lakshan, the destroyer. 5 wickets for basically nothing. 5 for 12 in 4 overs. It'll be an interesting final on Sunday. Handshakes all around. See that again. They have trying to go for that big hit. Ball not coming on as usual. An easy catch for the short third man fielder. The last wicket, Vimukti gone. That's the dressing room. Players, CDB, quite happy. Just managing to get 84. Now not in 17.2 overs. They'll be winning by 68 runs. So there we see the batting card. Tanuka Dabar is 7, Kaveru Sen has 5, Swan Delivera 3, Anuk Fernando the only, so got some runs at the top of the order, 20. Modi Rantunga Gaina Veerasinghe just got 1 each. Dinura Kalupan was out for no score. Seta Halapke 11 and Nimesh Mukti at the end. A quick cameo 30 of 25, but not enough. Imtiaz Plaza just a 1. Ilum Sudhir remained not on 3 extras. Not a lot of extras in that innings. 17.3, 80 all out. You also have a look at the bowling card. Tremendous figures of Modita Lakshan. 5 for 12 of 4 overs in a T20 game. So the Vijay 1 for 29. Tarin Duratnaka 1 for 16. Moin Subasinghe 1 for 17. Nipun Dhananjay 1 for 9 of 4. A lot of credit go to him as well. And Pavanta Veerasinghe just coming on, bowling 2 deliveries and picking up a wicket. 1 for 1. 4 wickets, 8, 12, 30, 34, 38, 38, 40, 78, 82 and 84. So that middle period, 30 to 40, they lost quite a lot of wickets, like in that first innings. So we'll see the highlights of this innings. Two batsmen walking out. Rivera and Kavidu said yes. Sorry, that was Tenuka Dabare. Tenuka was first to go, and then it was Rivera's turn, and a brilliant catch there. Running in, take a good catch. Then a few runs. Then Kaviru, he was tight out, paid the penalty. That was keeper Modi Rantunga. Oh, that one stayed in the pitch, got turn and bounce. That's one had played early. And that one hitting the pads first. A few lasting blows by Nimesh Vimukti. Got some decency, 47 for 7 at one time. And then the Halamage running down the track. And this was that next wicket. And then Vimukti finally. Nothing he could have done. He had to play the shots. That was the end of the game. So CDB winning this second semi-final and moving on to the finals on Sunday. With a very good win. So we will have a look at this summary. Fairfirst winning the toss and asking CDB to bat first. All out for 152 in 18.5 overs. Pulling the Pereira got a very well made 50. Chevon Daniel 33 at the top of the order, and then Sonal Dinusha 33 of just 15. Tenuka Dabare 4 for 28. Tidum Sudhira 2 for 18, and Senitha Halambage 1 for 20. All the spinners getting the wickets there. And then Fairfirst just managed 84 all out in 17.2 overs. Nimesh Vimukti getting to 30. Anup Farenda 20. Senitha Halambage 11. Modita Lakshan excellent figures, 5 for 12 of 4. Sita Vijay Sundara 1 for 29. Tarindu Ratnayaka 1 for 16. CDB-A won by 68 runs and move on to the final. So that will be all from here. We'll have the final on Sunday. I'm told it's at CCC grounds. That will be between Haleys and CDB-A. And for now, it's goodbye from all of us at the MCA grounds.